Hello, my name is Armando. I'm the dog trainer here at Three Little Pitties. I want to first thank you for adopting from us, and we hope that you and your new dog have a great life together. This segment is we're gonna have some questions that we get frequently. So one of our first questions is how to earn a dog's respect in our home. So two of the best ways to earn respect in a dog in your home with your dog is by structure and boundaries. Boundaries is like if you have a dog jumping on you, you want to stop the jumping and maybe praise them for sitting instead or treating them for sitting. So by not letting them jump on us, that's dog showing us respect because they got to learn it though. So when they're jumping on us, we do certain things and they sit and we praise them for sitting. Counter surfing, prevent dogs from counter surfing, jumping on sofas, jumping on beds, meeting people at the door. If we can control all of that, and manage all of that, um, so instead of giving our dog their natural reaction to what they want to do, we hold them back and work on their impulse. So that's how you gain respect. And with structure is kennel training, um, some training, outside training, maybe like heel, structure walking, and stuff like that. That is how we build a respect is through communication. One of our other questions is how to crate train puppies or dogs. So dogs naturally like crates and stuff like that because it reminds them like of a den. Dogs naturally they're dogs, wolves. They like dens. So a crate kind of resembles that. We just have to get them to understand it. Some people get their dogs and they shove them in their crates, and that just makes the dog not like it more. So instead, if you were to bring your dog home for the first time, I would probably recommend walking around your property on a leash. And then when you come into your home, just have them walk around in the living room. Don't let them walk around in the house, the whole house. Don't give them access to the whole house. Just in the living room, build slowly because right now you're going to start decompressing. But to start the kennel training, I would have all the other dogs put up somewhere in another room or outside maybe, and just sit down with your new dog and have your crate, and then just have them in your crate and maybe give them some enrichments in the crate, feed them in the crate. Leave the doors to the crate open a little bit so they can come in and out real comfortably, and then build off of that. But I always recommend exercising them first. So when you get your new dog, maybe take them for a good walk. Let them potty, let them sniff all the sniffing they can do, and then we can start introducing them to the crate. Frisbees and other things like that really help with the crate. The first day, maybe you want to cover the crate, but I would still have it like in the living room, a main room in your home, so they can start learning how to deal with their new surroundings, other dogs, kids, people coming in and out. So we'll have a segment just on crate training. But yeah, make your crate positive. So positive thoughts in the crate. And we do recommend crate training for puppies and dogs. So for puppies, probably creating more crate training for puppies to get them used to just being alone in the crate and learning how to just to be alone basically. And for dogs too, older dogs, crate training is very important. Like I said, this is only for like maybe like the jumping and all of that. I don't mind my dog jumping on me, but like I said, the first few weeks, I don't want no jumping. After that, once my dog learns me and starts to understand and respect me, then I can start allowing her to jump. But at least they know the off cue now. Next question is how to potty train a new dog. So I would take a new dog out frequently. So maybe when you get a new dog, no matter if it's a puppy or a large male or an older dog, since it's a new environment, they don't know where they can pee or not pee. So maybe you just don't, like I said, don't give them access to your whole house, just your living room. They're going to be crates. So right after you get them out of the crate, I would take them immediately outside, walk with them on a leash and until they potty, and then inside again. And then another 2 hours, the same thing. Make it a routine. They're going to start to pick up. Okay, so we're only going to potty outside. Um, if you think your dog has to potty, then take him out to go potty. If you're outside with your dog, it's always for the first few times I would suggest being outside with your dog so you can see them potty. Because if you get a dog that you just leave outside for a few minutes and you bring them outside without knowing, they're gonna have an accident in your house. So it's better to see them pee and potty. If you don't see them pee or potty with them when you're outside with them, then put them back in the crate, wait another 20 minutes, and then do it again. If you give them access, free access to a home, they will potty. So the best help them out is just take them out frequently. The next question is how to stop a dog from barking so much in the crate. And then are corrections okay for barking in the crate? So first off, exercise is going to be your main thing to help your dog from being so pent up. And a lot of barking is caused through frustration, the lack of exercise, and then it builds inside, and so they start barking in the crate. And then they start barking in the crate, then it becomes a learned behavior because it's all they know how to do. So to help prevent it, make sure that your dog is fully, properly exercised, mentally and physically. Again, only feed them in the crates, only give them treats in the crate in the beginning just to make a positive association. Make their crate like a little den, make it real comfortable, dark and nice for them in the beginning. And then maybe you only have them in there temporarily for a little bit. Maybe the first few minutes, try to anticipate when they're gonna bark. If you can anticipate when they're gonna bark, and maybe you can treat them for being quiet instead of correcting them for being too barky. I'd rather you praise them for being quiet than the correction for barking. But a lot of times the barking won't happen is if you do the exercise, the mentally and physically. Exercise is key. And then also when your dog's in the crate, try to ignore them. Don't puppy talk them. Don't scold them. As long as you give the dog what they need physically, mentally, they should be okay. We do have tips and tricks to help you to keep your dog from barking that we'll go over here shortly. We'll go over the next question is, what do I do with my dog? What do I do? My dog has too much energy. So if you get a dog that has too much energy, that's another thing is exercise. But when you get a dog that has an enormous amount of energy, a good structured walk. So those kind of dogs need training the most. And they're the most that want to train also because they want all that attention. They want all that moving around mentally and physically. So I would either attend group classes, dog group classes in your area to help learn how to stimulate your dog mentally and physically. I would hire a trainer, go to your home, or a dog walker to walk those dogs, walk them. Cause like dogs like Border Collies or German Shepherds and other high breeds like that, Malinois, minimum 6-7 miles a day is what's required, if not more. These dogs are born to work. That's what they're bred for. German Shepherds, a lot of times they're bred for police dogs, military dogs. Malinois, Border Collies are bred for herding. Same thing with Australian Shepherds and healers and stuff like that. So they're born to work. So you gotta work them. So treadmill, if you have a treadmill, get trained on how to put a dog on a treadmill. That's what I do with my dog on rainy days, is a treadmill for 30 minutes, but I built up to that 30 minutes. Started off with a couple minutes and now we can do 30 minutes, even more with person time. So exercise, stimulation, hire a trainer, go to group classes in your area. When you get them home, teach the place command, and we would show that in the video too. A place command teaches the dog how to settle down. A lot of dogs with a lot of energy don't know how to settle down. Their mind, even if you work them out, their mind just keeps going like a little engine. So we just have to slow it down, put some brakes on it, and that's why we teach commands like place or settle, and that's why we crate them. If you see a dog pacing in your room, or maybe they're just going in circles, crate them. Let them, if they had their exercise, they had the training, this and that, give them an enrichment, put them in the crate, and let them settle down. And then with the crate training, we'll go over how to work with that more. So that's all the questions I have in front of me. I know you have a lot of other questions. You can always reach out to me about more questions and answers at armando@threelowpittiesrescue.org.